You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Does the weed number still go to this thing?
Yeah. And, you know, that's where war comes from, John.
No, it's fine. I'm basically dead inside.
Gaming news.
My uncle works at Nintendo, so I get all those games. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 375. I'm your host, Matt Haig, joined by my co-host. That's you, TJ.
Oh, that's me, TJ May.
And special guest. Who's
John Danger.
Who's playing World of Warcraft right now.
I wasn't planning on it, but I literally
Your commitment to this podcast is astounding.
And then everyone on the guild was like, hey, we're going to do this thing that you've been trying to get done all week. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go on the podcast. And then like everyone invited me to group and we've got like the entire guild is doing the run now. So like to help me get this done. So it's like, well, I can't turn it down now.
This is the only time this week so far that I'm not playing World of Warcraft. So
I know it's pretty insane.
And as opposed to me just following along, I initiated this Discord call. I've got 4 devices up to get this podcast.
He's also wearing a VR goggles.
Oh,
yeah,
that's how I'm checking the chat.
TJ's living in the year 2049.
Well, you got the chat on VR?
Yeah, I've got the Twitch app on a big picture.
Fucking
mode.
A.
Are you sure it's not just VR chat? Are there a lot of anime girls and racist Sonic figures?
I would love VR chat on PSVR. I would love.
Is it
VR
not
chat
on there?
PSVR. No, it's not.
That's weird.
Knuckles was a little bit racist.
Yeah. But he
just a little bit.
He was a cinnamon roll racist. You know,
what does that mean?
He was a sweetie.
Okay,
I guess he wasn't like. He was just a very stereotypical accent.
Yeah, it was a bad accent, bad English.
I might be conflating two things, but was his voice originally from that group of dudes in, I think, Uganda that make their own action movies?
Yeah, I believe so. So It's actually like really not super racist, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's I guess you know what I mean, because like it was to me it was mocking that style of like weird like low budget Ugandan action movie thing that's like a real like huge thing that they do, which is like really cool actually.
I saw those dudes. I actually just learned about them through the Corridor Digital channel. They talk about like special effects and stuff, and it's really cool what they're doing. They're like just totally bootstrapping action movies with whatever they have around them.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna find Rexar, guys.
No,
so just John live. I wasn't originally gonna be playing, but I was like,
Rexar Hunt 2014.
And find this NPC in World of Warcraft that I need to talk to, and he paths like fucking 50 miles in the game, and I'm just running across his path, and I'm trying to find him so I can turn in this quest. And then while I said I was doing that, everyone in the guild's like, oh, we'll help you. Let's get you done. This seems like a nice thing to help out you. And so it's like, great. Now I can't say no because then I'm going to be like, oh, actually, I got to log off. And it's like, well, the one time we offered to help you.
Actually, I have to log off to do my podcast. And then you send them a link so everybody from the guild tunes in.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want people to know what I do.
Yeah. Like when we're in raids and stuff, I'm like, I don't want to talk. I don't want them to know anything about me. Like,
oh, I know.
I weirdly like want to keep them at a distance.
Does the weed number still go to this thing? The weednumber.com?
I don't know. Let's try it.
I'm trying it right now. Oh, wait, no. It's weednumber.com/live.
Yep, it still goes to my channel. Nice.
Guys, I'm never going to find Rexar.
Find Rexar. Do track.
I ran his entire path.
Become a hunter and then do track animals and
God,
find
I
Misha.
know that would be the way to do it. It's okay. I have a second person who's going to be doing it.
Just fan out the whole zone. Actually, I heard that yesterday they removed Rexar from the game.
Guess who just fucking found him?
Not you.
Wait, how do I do? Did I break everything with that?
I don't know. Oh, we're still fine.
You're screen sharing. Okay.
Look who's here. Look who I found.
Yeah, and because it's not a Google Hangout, it's not at 12 frames per second.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad in the stream at all.
It is, however, not moving. Is that a screenshot?
Oh, is it? Oh, I think it broke.
Yeah, because your mouse is moving around normally, but the game itself isn't moving at all. And that's the kind of thing you have to tune in live every Friday
Born in
night.
the 80s, live on Friday night.
Literally every
What am I
Friday,
gonna do?
except only this one because I'm busy all the
I'm
other
gonna turn
Fridays.
on camera because the fucking TJ, we're doing it
TJ.
live, folks.
I find your VR typing ability inspiring.
TJ,
Yeah.
I find your use of VR on the podcast and talking in chat being extremely unprofessional when other people are trying to be part of the show.
You shut your fucking face.
Oh my god, I'm so pumped I'm going to be in Ixia tune tonight, boys.
I should have done this podcast in my microphone mask that kind of looks like a big black dildo.
Oh, why?
Because
Okay, so I think if I share
I
Sorry,
thought it would
sorry.
be funny.
Application window, let's see if that works. Because I think it was like busted.
You got to be in windowed mode, probably.
I'm in full screen.
Borderless
But I'm in-
windowed is where it's at for all games,
Well,
anytime.
Let me just check out my interface options.
In your face
no,
capture.
Sorry, it's system. I'm in windowed full screen. I'm in full screen windowed. It should be
All
fine.
right. All right.
Did it? Okay, so there are a couple issues with this. Discord is now just a giant black screen.
Okay.
Can you guys still hear me though?
Yes. Yes, I
And
can.
Yes.
it's
still
still
seeing you,
showing
so-
my face, it looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so Discord's really fucked up on this one. It is literally an entire guild run. Everyone is joined. It's almost full. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 right now. Matt, you gotta join. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna try it again. Because streaming the app didn't work. Let's try this. That is how you do it.
There you go. That's that beautiful 4K rain.
There it
You guys
is.
you guys can see the chat. Actually, you can't really because it's so tiny on the screen.
It is very
Yeah, it's
tiny.
pretty
It's
tiny.
a very
Oh,
tiny
this is
screen.
perfect. All right, good. So this will be the view of my screen for this episode. Well, because
It's
I'm gonna
so
be,
much
like,
better than looking at your face.
That's true. It is true. Everyone's
So-
now talking about how our guild doesn't have any druids. I agree.
We have Bear Force. Is that his name?
Yes, but he is a tank.
So what they want,
Everyone's saying more
Moonkin
warriors.
or Boomkin? They want boomers?
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomkin.
Okay, so let's not talk about World of Warcraft. Let's talk about something else because that is the thing that we only ever talk about on this podcast.
You know what
Yes.
I realized like a while ago, like maybe a week or so ago? I found the okay boomer thing super annoying. And I realized that the best thing I could do to try and kill it as fast as possible was just to fully embrace it and use it as much as I could so that all of the youngs think it's not cool anymore. And I think it's working.
So,
Yeah, it's
As-
like literally. Wait, sorry. Can you say that again? I'm talking.
No, you're good.
Oh, this is impossible. No, I'm gonna galaxy brain. I'm gonna be able to do two things at once. Just wait.
yeah, of course.
You have to fully split your mind in half.
As the resident boomer on the podcast,
Oh, got it. Boomer. Okay, boomer. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead. You are the boomer.
I got my Switch back.
Nice.
You did.
They brought it up and they let me keep it.
So I had a
Um,
question.
Yes.
It was the 2 greens you were looking for, correct, a while ago, or was it? What was it? You couldn't get a match.
Green, because right green is in the 2-pack bundle you can get in the U.S. Right green, left purple, or left pink, purple, pink. I don't know what color.
That classic green and pink combo.
Exactly. And then right green and left purple. I'm saying that backwards. Right green. Which one's the rare one? This one's the rare one.
I don't know. I remember one of them you had a really hard time tracking down.
Well, because this one in the U.S. was only released as part of the Splatoon bundle.
Okay.
Or you'd have to import it. So I just waited for both of them to be available pre-owned at GameStop, and I bought them. So I have a green system currently.
And if
all
you
my other accessories,
if you like hold those Joy-Cons right next to each other, they're the same shade and everything.
yeah,
So they were probably like, doing them on the same run, and they were like, "Fuck it, split them up. Left one goes with this pack, right one goes with this pack."
well, kind of. I mean, that was the point, is they wanted to kind of split the sets that way.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with red blue. You get red blue in the pack you could buy, but the system comes blue red if you get the colored system.
Okay.
And that is not a racist comment. That's just facts. So I have a new thing for the Switch, and I'm playing an old thing for the Switch currently.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't finish last year's Pokemon game, so I've been pretty, I don't want to say hardcore, but I've been playing pretty deeply into Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Doing my kind of completionist thing where I have to get every Pokemon before moving on from a route, and some of them are just really rare spawns and hard to deal with. And of course, I play stupid as well, so I'm only catching in regular Pokeballs.
Okay.
Matt, Pokemon Let's Go is like playing Pokemon Go, but through the main storyline of the original game.
Okay.
So there's no wild Pokemon battles. You just capture Pokemon. But capturing Pokemon in the wild levels up your Pokemon in your party.
Yes.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, I bought that game and played it for like 5 minutes, and then I stopped.
It gets better. It does get a bit better.
It gets better.org.
Yes, it gets better.org. But also, I picked up a new thing that I probably shouldn't have picked up, but I randomly found out the worst good news possible. My GameStop Power Rewards credit card increased the limit again.
Uh-oh.
God damn it. So I picked up a stupid accessory. I'm going to grab it real quick because that's good for the audio podcast.
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, Matt.
TJ's grabbing stuff.
Oh, don't worry. I'm being ganked on my way to Black Rock Mountain, so it's good.
So
you got the Ring Fit Adventure.
Okay, I've seen this.
Yep. So you get a leg strap, and you get this resistance ring. You put one Joy-Con in the leg strap, one Joy-Con in the fitness ring, and you play a game on there called Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah,
which,
it's like a workout game. I'm actually really interested in this too. I was like really wanting to possibly pick it up myself.
It is a lot of fucking fun.
It does seem really cool. It's like making workout fun.
But it also works the fuck out of you. But you, when you first start, you do get to actually choose.
I got too many fucks in me. I gotta get them out.
You do get to choose your intensity when you start. So,
I can choose complete slob.
Yeah, they base it off of, how long you can hold the press in and the pull out and how much you could do. And then you tell it, do you want to go with a low intensity, a medium intensity, high intensity, or, a really sturdy workout. And I'm running a medium intensity. But you level up from doing stuff. You can set the system to also, while it's just in sleep mode, where you just kind of, however you do it, just do some additional presses while I'm not playing. It's not registering now because I didn't turn that on, but this this little rubber ring is ridiculously intense, and the stuff that you do in game, whether it's, hey, I'm running, so I do the jog in place, and then I will do this to push out air shots to either hit targets or pull it in to act as a vacuum and suck in coins. And then you get into like RPG style battles where you do fitness things in order to attack the enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there's a party mode in there if other people want to play, but I think the adventure is more of the core of the game itself.
Yeah.
But so far, I've been really enjoying it.
It's like literally the dream of, like, can we make working out fun enough that people won't not want to do it? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that's always been everyone's trying to like gamify working out to make it like more fun, I guess, so people don't want to hate doing it. I don't know.
So that's the thing. When I was working at GameStop before I started working there again, I hate that I have to phrase it that way sometimes, is when people picked up a Wii, it's like, hey, I want to get like a fitness game because I want to work out. I'm like, okay, don't get a fitness game. Get a game that happens to work you out, but it's a game first. So I usually recommend people into the Just Dances, or I would recommend them getting like the Zumba, something that's more fun first, but just happens to work you out. And every Just Dance since Just Dance 3 has had a Just Sweat mode that at least calculates the amount of motion that you've put into the game. But yeah, so that's part of what I've been doing this week, but I will split up all of my gaming because I did a bunch of stuff over this week and a half. Matt, what's your life been up to besides World of Warcraft Classic? Tell me about your life.
Yeah, life.
I've been working at a job that I super love and definitely want to stay at. And I'm trying to I've you may not know this about me, but I've gotten down a sort of a World of Warcraft hole these past couple months. And in order to dig myself out,
as you can tell, well, I'm in it still.
In order to dig myself out, I'm coming up with a schedule to do more music stuff in 2020. And hold on, I'm trying to do dumb tech stuff while I'm doing this. So I'm like trying to clean my apartment and organize my music space and come up with a calendar. And it's like organization's really hard. I don't know how to do that.
Well, I guess the big thing is a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And the more that you do little by little, the easier it is to keep up with it.
It's just wild, like, especially for like physical clutter. Like, if I had all of my tools and instruments and shit organized, stuff would move so much faster because I spend so much time like looking for a tape measure.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I've been doing. Just slowly organizing, building some music shit, and doing some calendar planning.
I mean, what's your shelving units like? Do you need more shelving there with that?
I don't know if I have room for more shelving. Just like looking around, it's like I think this place is at capacity. So maybe I just need to get rid of my shit. Just sell all my shit.
I mean, I'm not going to Marie Kondo you, but that might not be a horrible idea.
The problem is hoarding brings me joy.
Yeah, that's why you play World of Warcraft. On the hoard
Ayo. I said, ayo. So, this is the fun of playing on a PvP server.
Oh, you
got
dead?
You got ganked.
we got hit by like 7 billion guys at once, basically. So
The weird thing about our server is that like
it
Dire
is
Maul is
100.
always owned by Alliance, and
Yeah, it is very horde dominated.
yeah.
To be
Black
fair,
Rock Mountain usually isn't too bad though.
it's usually completely clear. It's like so owned by a horde. And so I'm at the point in this game. So just to explain it, because I don't want to like talk about the game like everyone knows what we're talking about, but like just to explain the game, the Alliance and Horde are fighting each other. There is a huge world, and our server has a lot more of one side than the other. Like it's probably like 65-35 Horde Alliance.
That sounds about right.
And there's certain zones, like Matt was speaking of Dire Maul earlier, that's like a 3 dungeon hub where you can like do runs with people and get cool loot and stuff. But these guys just stand outside of it killing people for honor, because there's an honor system in the game where you can earn points for killing other players. Which when I played vanilla, the big thing was like doing PvP in battlegrounds where you can like do like lots of whatchamacallits.
Where you're going in expecting to be murdered over and over, basically.
Well, yeah, and it's got
expecting a
like
fight.
fast respawns, and it's just like a Call of Duty like map.
And
You join up and you play.
Yeah,
different play styles too. You got
it's like going like being on a football team on a football field, whereas World PvP is like walking down the street trying to get to work and somebody
And
tackles
somebody
you.
just beats the shit out of you. Like, oh, okay.
Like those fun ESPN commercials they used to have.
Oh, it looks like the Horde
Terry
has-
Crews, office quarterback.
And if you're
Was
watching
that
my
Terry
screen,
Crews?
Terry Crews, office
Oh, man.
quarterback.
I've been mainlining Brooklyn Nine-Nine like crazy this past week. I should have mentioned that. That's another thing I
There
do.
you go.
But
Okay.
let's let John continue to bitch about I mean,
a game that we talk about constantly.
well, just like because I didn't want to leave that dangling. We kind of
Yeah.
got sidetracked from an explanation.
No. So the explanation is so like this, like just say it's the whole world, and let's say like in New York City, let's say
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
a
I'm gonna
whole
go-
world of Warcraft.
I'm gonna go to like the Fight Club at night and beat people up, and that's something I'm gonna do. It's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But right now, the Fight Club at night place doesn't exist, so people are just running around beating the shit out of each other on the street.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. And so there's certain areas where like one faction has just kind of holds, which is insane. That I mean, the Horde have Black Rock Mountain,
Yeah,
and Black Rock Mountain, this is where my character, if you're watching the Twitch version of this, is running into right now, is
Yep.
typically held by Horde exclusively, because it is one of the more oh god, I got fucking, it's insane out here. I'm trying to talk and I'm getting attacked immediately.
well, there's like 2 neutral flight paths nearby, and
Yes.
then one Horde
Well,
only one.
yeah,
So it
and
tends
the
to be
key-
a hub.
yeah, and the key is that there are Black Rock Depths, which is a fairly close to the end game dungeon that has some end game loot in it. And there's Lower Black Rock Spire and Upper Black Rock Spire, 2 end game dungeons. And then there's the raid Molten Core. And then soon, when Blackwing Lair is released and opened, there'll be another raid in here. So we're talking about like 4 huge end game popular things.
Also,
And so since-
idiots have to keep going back for Onyxia attunement just
Yeah, like me.
repeatedly.
Which is what I'm doing right now. But the Black Rock Mountain now, since there's so many more Horde, it's just by the numbers. Since more people are always going here, it's almost always held exclusively by Horde. And so I used to feel bad when we were sitting here just murdering Alliance as they just try and get into this door, basically. And I've lost all of my I guess sense of sadness, or like
No compassion.
any sort of mercy I've
Yeah.
lost because of the mass amount of camping that Matt and I had last night when we were trying to run Dire Maul. Or
Now
like,
you know, like
I'm like, fuck them.
When
fuck
you
them.
go to war and slowly the light drains out of your eyes.
Yeah. It's like at first you're like, man, I understand. Like maybe that they have a family too, and they're being put up to this.
I don't want to kill them, but I'm doing it for Uncle Sam. And then it's just like, fuck it, I'm punching in. I don't.
No,
give a
but
shit.
then one of these fucking commie alliance rogues fucking saps
dang
your
crowds.
best friend Laser Pope and stabs him to death right in front of you. You're just like, I'm gonna murder everyone now because I fucking.
And that's the thing, like. There are certain classes that you can res and then like kind of put up a fight with. At least for me, for Shadow Priest, it's like res. I can do half of my buffs and then I sit and drink water and then do the rest of my buffs and then I'm kind of okay at PvP. So if somebody's camping me, I'm just screwed. You know what I do when that happens? I turn to my computer and I say, "Thank you, Mr. Alliance Druid." Usually.
Oh my god!
And then I stand up.
The druids.
I stand up and I walk over to my workbench and I work on a little project for like 15 and 20 minutes before I res. And by then they've gotten bored and moved on.
That really is kind of like how it works, though.
Yeah,
because they just start like, like camping, and the sad thing is that. We're going to get past World of Warcraft real soon, so I know hopefully you fast forward, and I apologize.
No, never.
But,
World of Warcraft is life.
But, like, so I was talking about the honor system before, right? So there's diminishing returns, so you can't just camp someone and kill them as they resurrect with, like, half health over and over again. They're worth less every time you kill them. But the Alliance don't seem to understand that, because I was just questing in Winterspring, and this fucking bitch of a druid, a feral druid, just kept popping up and murdering me like 6 times. And after you kill someone 4 times, you get no honor. There's literally 0 in-game benefit for you killing them. And that's meant to like, say, okay, you should probably not be camping people. But like, I feel like they just don't give a shit. Maybe that guy saw his friend get murdered in front of him. And he was just like, I gotta kill this guy.
Bunch of revenge, like misplaced revenge.
Yeah.
And that's where war comes from, John. We're learning a valuable lesson.
It's actually kind of sick. Like, this is the world we live in. This is.
You know what? The real world of Warcraft was the world we've been living in this whole time. Think about it.
Oh, I don't want to. Matt, so tell me a bit about your Brooklyn Nine-Nine binging. Because I think we all have something we've watched, and I want to kind of go through all of it, especially one thing that John watched, because I want to hear his thoughts. Yeah. So anyway, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've basically had like just shows that on while I play World of Warcraft, and the one thing I really like about Hulu is when you finish a series, it'll just kind of start playing something similar. So I ran out of Rick and Morty episodes, and it just started playing Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And before I realized what had happened, I was like at least 6 episodes in, and like totally in for it. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for anyone that hasn't seen it, is basically.
I like that the reason why you watch the show is that it just came on.
Well, that's like it's.
I mean, it's how it used to be.
It's like what TV used to be. But
Yeah.
also, it's like their suggestions are pretty good. Like the stuff that I can't remember what I was watching another time, but then it just started playing It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when I ran out, and I ended up watching that for like days and days. So it knows what I like. Whereas Netflix would just be like, here, we produced this, watch it so we get paid. But yeah, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for anyone that hasn't seen it, is basically Scrubs but cops. And it's amazing. It's Andy Samberg from
I had a really
Saturday
hard
Night
time
Live,
getting it. I couldn't get into the show.
and Terrence Crews. Really? Did
I don't
you
know
like
if it-
Scrubs?
I did watch Scrubs, and I enjoyed it. Here's the thing. My wife couldn't get into it, if that makes sense.
Your wife.
We were trying to watch it together, and so maybe it's just not her thing. I thought it was fun, but I don't know, something about Andy Samberg. I just can't get over it.
It's his face.
It's his big dumb face.
It's
Which I like, but I get why it's.
I need to get in.
Yeah, because I think like the stuff that really makes it great is the side characters.
Mm.
And they become more important later on, but like that first season is kind of just like the Andy Samberg show. So I would think that you probably enjoy it more going forward. But
I think
also,
I
like,
will. I mean, I really like.
There's
the side
too much
characters. Terry
TV to like
Crews,
force it.
I know. There's so much good TV right now.
I've watched a lot of cold opens of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and there's just so many good ones.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna like lie. I mean, I like the show a lot. I just for some reason haven't like gotten into it. If that makes sense.
You haven't gone balls deep yet. Got it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just couldn't get like into it. Like to the
Yeah,
point
and
where
maybe
it's-
like the way I watched it has to be how you start with it. It has to just be like a background show.
just have it on the
Just
second screen.
Yeah, like starting out, I don't know if I would have gotten into it as much if I was just like devoting all of my attention to it. But now that it has its hooks in me, then I can just sit and watch it all day. So it kind of just plays with, it's like Scrubs, but it plays with like police tropes, and it has a lot of storylines that are basically like high quality parodies of various action movie plot lines and stuff.
Hey Matt, they're saying I'm in they're in Discord and they want to like run it like that, so I'm gonna have to no. I'm kidding.
Just join a separate Discord on your phone.
Yeah.
Or they could come into this Discord,
Yeah,
and we could just do a podcast and the run at the same time.
We'll have a 12-man channel. We got this.
Yeah, we can do it.
So I've been watching something, and I need to give a little bit of backstory here, not of the actual production, but about the person who made the production. So, are you guys familiar with a YouTube,
Roman Polanski.
almost a YouTube voice actor who
Wait, a YouTube voice actor who did something that's bad? No way.
no YouTube voice actor
Okay.
who he's produced a lot of funny animations in the past 8 years, named Jello Apocalypse.
Yes. You
No.
introduced me to this person.
Yes, he's done a lot of things like he has a bunch of animations on YouTube making fun of different websites like Welcome to YouTube, Welcome to Twitter, Welcome to fanfiction.net. They're just kind of done as like almost like they're how-to guides, but they're just really just trashing on the communities in a fun way. And then he then just stopped doing that series like right at the height of it because he got sick of doing it and there wasn't too much more to make fun of. And he switched over to So This Is Basically, where he kind of does the same idea, but for like mostly animated shows, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steven Universe. They're just kind of little like, here's little mini plot synopsises that are super abridged, not like an abridged series, which is different, but just like, here's a plot synopsis, here's what these people are, and here's why this is all goofy to make fun of. Just nice little 10-minute synopsis. Well, he partnered with Verve to actually produce an animated series for Verve.
Okay.
It is kind of done in the parody-esque thing, but they are full-length episodes, and he's set for a 7-episode season. And from the popularity, I would not be surprised if it does not get picked up for a second. It is a show called Epithet Erased.
Okay.
So the show is, it's on Verve. They're doing it like episode by episode. They're on episode 5 now, but you can watch 2 episodes behind on YouTube if you don't want to pay for Verve. Although Verve isn't horrible to pay for, Verve, please sponsor us. I will talk. I will sing your graces. And by sponsor us, I mean you don't have to pay me. Just give me a Verve subscription. Okay, thank you.
But you gotta pay me.
Okay, I guess you gotta pay Matt. But anyway, the whole plot of Epithet Erased is they just stole the idea of My Hero Academia, which I don't know if you're familiar with. It's
it's a bunch of It's like Harry Potter school, but instead of magic, they're doing superheroes.
Yep.
Like that's I don't know. It's a superhero school show.
Well, it's a superhero society too, as opposed
Wait,
to
what?
like
Yeah,
Sky High.
wait.
You know,
Yeah, Sky High.
has
I was about to
superhero-
bring that up.
yeah.
I was like, there's another
Sky
show.
Sky High has superheroes, but My Hero Academia, about 85% of the population at least has some sort of power. It's just not everyone can use them for heroing, because their power might just be like, my head looks like a lizard.
Yeah. Like people can have super mundane powers in My
Yes.
Hero Academia.
Epithet Erase takes it to its next level. There are some people in this society known as inscribed, and there is a word that is written on their soul, and they can do abilities based off of the word. And the main two characters, you start thinking about that. Well, let's make it stupid. The main two characters, their words are dumb and soup. So the main character Molly, she's like 12 years old. She's like the only responsible person in her household. Her dad just kind of whatever. She runs a toy store. She runs his toy store for him because he won't do it. She ends up getting locked in a museum as thieves are breaking in trying to steal something. And we find out that her epithet, dumb, can be used to either, I can make a silence bubble around me. Dumb meaning not being able to speak.
Yeah.
I can make you not feel this pain, as in dumbing down this attack. Or, I can make you just not smart anymore by making you dumb.
Okay. That's clever.
Heck, exactly. But it's done kind of in a mocking version. But even the animation is done mocking animation in general, because almost every character, when you're actually watching the series, is like a cardboard style like animatic cutout. Like
South Park.
Yeah, they will swap between like different how to describe that? Different like storyboard cutouts, but you don't see them fluidly move except for in the opening and the opening theme song and the closing theme song.
Okay.
And then sometimes they will show you their positions on a top-down, almost D&D style grid to show you what's going on with little squares with their heads in them. So it seems like, it looks like it's made by a 5-year-old trying to do animation. But the voices are really crisp, the writing's really good, and it's really, really funny. Right now you can watch the first 3 episodes on YouTube. If you get a Verve subscription, you can watch all 5 that are out now. Highly, highly recommend this.
That sounds really interesting. It sounds like almost a Scribblenauts show. Just kind of like the unexpected definition of the word can be like a secret key to a puzzle. Where did you say that was? That's on Verve.co or whatever?
Verve.co if you want to watch the entirety that's out currently. But YouTube does have the first 3 episodes on Jello Apocalypse's personal channel.
I might check that out. That sounds interesting.
Highly recommend it. I mean, a lot of self-deprecating humor, including the fact that the 12-year-old Molly basically works retail and makes fun of that as well. It's fine. I'm basically dead inside.
So you that's what you sorry, not like represent. What am I thinking? You identify with that.
Yes. I identify with Molly. Molly
the 12-year-old
is best main
girl.
character.
Got it. Yep.
Exactly.
I think we all do, in some ways.
Yeah, I know I do.
12-year-old.
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you pick this. You need to tell me about Taskmaster.
Oh yes, the British show that I said I started watching like last week, and then we got in a huge rant because I just edited the episode today, and we in no way talked about that show. Okay,
because I got recommended a clip from Taskmaster because I've been watching a lot of Only Connect, like almost exclusively these past 6 months. I've been watching.
So was it the British Taskmaster or the US
yes,
version?
Because
They did a
There's a
US
US one?
version. Mm-hmm.
Does it still have the British Taskmaster?
So no, it's Reggie Watts,
Okay.
who I like, but it's Alex Horn who is the creator of the show. It's the Taskmaster's assistant in the show. Let's describe what the show is. So
Okay.
it's a British game show. I think it's something to do like, not like game show. It's like a fake game show because like the point is, it's this Alex Horn and Greg Davies co-created the show. And the idea is they get a bunch of comedians and they have to do these tasks. And the tasks are simple as like blow up as many balloons as you can and fit them into this like plastic shopping bag in under 30 seconds. And it's just really dumb shit. And then you have a bunch of comedians do it and they all like try and be clever in their own ways, I guess, and funny. But then it just ends up being really dumb. And some of them do really dumb shit. And then it's just like, you watching it while everyone makes fun of how stupid they were.
Yep.
Like, it's really good.
I've seen only one clip of it, and it was the they had to get a potato into this golf hole without touching the red green.
Yes. Without touching the red. So it's like this, it's like a golf hole with a green, but instead of green, it's red. And it surrounds the entire hole. Yep. And they have to toss it in. And so then these guys, and Greg Davies is like, surely no one will be stupid enough just to throw a potato at a hole onto a green where you're not allowed to walk on to retrieve it. And sure enough, like immediately two people just toss it into the hole and it misses. And they're like, oh, great. And I'm like, what do I do now? It's just dumb shit like that, like really dumb tasks, but it's really funny. Like the British humor in it is extremely like dry, but funny. It's heavily recommended.
Yes. Where do you watch it? Because I've only seen the clip.
So there's a YouTube channel called Taskmaster.
Okay.
It is not official, and I have seen it get episodes shut down on it. Like, so it's, yeah. So I don't think it's the official way. There is no way to watch Taskmaster officially.
Is it?
Matt, you spelled... Oh, go
it
ahead.
is. It was on Dave, which is like a BBC like alike, if that makes sense.
It's one of the BBC partner channels.
Yes, and or it's like a, I forget. It's different. It's like BBC, but it's different. If they have ads and stuff, which I think the BBC doesn't have.
Okay.
Or like, like it's a different type of British television network, I guess.
Maybe broadcast, but not part of the official governmental channels.
Either way, it's on there, and so you can watch it on like if you have the ability to watch like UK TV. So if you had like a VPN, you could watch it. But like you can't buy it on Amazon. Like I was like, I love this. I watched like that first season on YouTube on the like unofficial channel, and I'm like, man, I gotta watch this fucking show. And I'm like, man, I'll just buy the seasons on Amazon, but nope. And so it's like, you're just driving people to fucking pirate. I fucking hate that shit.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm pirating it. No, I'm not pirating it. It is, I will send you a link, TJ.
Okay. Perfect. I appreciate it.
So, I don't know how legal this is, but I'm not saying this is what I did or what. You know what? Fuck them for not allowing me to buy it. I was literally going to throw money down on this thing because I loved it, but I can't. People just have like Google Docs that they share that just has like every episode in HD, and you just download them.
Links to Dropbox and whatnot. Yeah,
it's not. It's download from Google Drive.
Okay,
which I feel is odd.
Yeah, so it's like passing tapes back and forth.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Well, it's so dumb too because it's like, dude,
Matt, can
just
you
let me buy
favor?
this.
Yes.
Can you spell my name right on the on the video? Periods. That's all I need. I'm waiting for him. I'll see him in about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Period. Wait, hold on.
See where they show up.
So yes, Taskmaster is really fun. It's really dumb. There was a team task that I watched where so they'll sometimes do team tasks. Like, so the whole premise of the show is like they have each of these comedians individually doing the tasks and not like kind of knowing how each other's done it, so they don't really see in the end and how dumb their decision was or how brilliant they were being. But sometimes they have team tasks where they have to work together. But there was one where they specifically told each team member a different thing that they need to do, and they all completely they were like contradictory basically. And one group was like, actually, I'm supposed to be, like putting these objects into this barrel. And they was like, oh, my task is to cover the barrel up with cling film so that, it's completely sealed. And, oh, okay, well, let's put the items in first and then let's seal it. All right, good, done. We've done the task. The other group just was a fucking mayhem. One person was putting stuff in, the other person was throwing stuff out across the street. Like the other person was trying to cling. That guy like stole the cling film from the person who was trying to do it and threw it in the garbage. It was just like, and there's like, did you ever think to talk to each other about it? Like there's nothing that said you weren't allowed to tell what your task was. And it was just really funny. It's like them just fucking with people, basically. Like
that's funny. It's just like setting up the situation and then seeing all the different ways it can resolve based on who's involved.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like one of them will be like, eat as much watermelon as you can in 1 minute, and then they just go in a room and it's just like a fucking full ass watermelon. Like, you know what I mean? Not broken or anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do? Some people are like, can I get a knife? And they're like, well, the time's still going, but they run out into the other room and find a knife.
You smash it on the ground.
Some people are just like, talk about it for like the entirety of the time and then run out of time before they can do anything.
Can I get a Gallagher hammer?
Some people just pick up the watermelon and throw it on the ground and it smashes into 1,000,000 pieces and they can't eat it because it's eating it off the ground.
Lick it off the floor, you dog.
And it's like, there's a lot of different ways to do this.
And no ways to do it right.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's a really fun show. I'd recommend it. But one problem with recommending it is that there is no way that you can watch it. So,
yep.
Yeah. That's wild. That seems to happen a lot with British TV.
Like just give me the fucking rights.
Especially the stuff with the BBC produced stuff. It's like if you're in Britain, you can watch it for free, but then because of that, they just never develop the infrastructure to buy it other places.
It's not for free. They have the TV license.
You pay like a TV tax, right?
Yeah, I think that's how that works. It's considered a license, but
but effectively it's a tax because you have to pay it even if you don't have a TV.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I've been watching all my Only Connect on YouTube. A YouTube channel, Wheelson, SON, Genius, has all the episodes I've been watching, including the new ones as they come out. And one of the new ones had a question about Fortnite in there, which I happened to get right. It's just, it didn't mention Fortnite.
You youth.
Yeah, exactly.
Your Fort's night and your...
No, so round 2 in Only Connect is a sequences round, where... there are 4 clues. You only get to see 3 of them. You get to see them one at a time. The less you see, the more points you get, and you have to say what comes fourth. And you have to figure out what the connection is, but that's not something you have to say. So it popped up first clue was uncommon. I'm like, oh, this is going to be loot drops for something. And then next one was uncommon, and I think it was rare. And then it was epic, and then they had to do the 4th thing. I'm like, it's got to be legendary. I don't know what it's from. I think that's about everything that has loot drops.
Yeah.
Uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary.
Yeah.
But there's the host who is a professional poker player, Victoria Corin. Corin Mitchell, because she's married to David Mitchell now. She was reading off her card saying, yeah, I'm supposed to say that these are definitely Fortnite drops and not Apex Legend drops, but I have no clue what either of that means. Because Apex Legend doesn't have an uncommon.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that actually happens to segue pretty nicely into a tiny bit of gaming news I have.
Okay.
So
Gaming news.
we had talked a bit about the Nintendo Switch Online, specifically the Super Nintendo games that come with that.
Yes, I had played
collection.
some of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've added more NES games after that, but no Super Nintendo games yet. Until the 12th of December. They are releasing 4 more Super Nintendo games and 2 more NES games to the list now. Super Punch-Out, Kirby Superstar, Breath of Fire 2, and the only released on the Super Nintendo Classic, Star Fox 2, are coming to the Super NES online selection. And for Nintendo, 2 weird games I've heard of, but really haven't played, Journey to Silius and Chrysalis.
Wow, I have never heard of either of those. I feel like you just
I've
made
heard
those
of
two up.
Chrysalis, but I don't know. Yeah.
You heard about it because it's another name for a coon.
Yeah, it's what the moths are in.
Yeah, but I think I've heard of it in a game context, but I've definitely never seen or played it.
Yeah, I used to read a bunch of Nintendo Powers, so that's where I remember both Journey to Silius and Chrysalis from. Anywho, on a just a little gaming snippet to add to that is the fact that man, I could never remember the name of the guy. Last name Spencer. He's like head of Xbox.
Leroy Spencer.
Leroy. No, it's Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector.
He recently tweeted that he already has a Project Scarlet at his house, and he's
Yes, I
playing
saw that.
Xbox One games on it.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be truly backwards compatible.
Yeah, well,
accessories-wise.
my uncle works at Nintendo, so I get all those games. So, like, I'm kind of on the same level as him. It's not a
I
big
hope
deal.
so.
Yeah, my dad owns Nintendo, the company. So
Yeah,
It's
my
cool.
other uncle works at Coke, and I got the new Coke. So it's like,
yeah, I got.
yeah,
It's even sweeter than the other new Coke.
yeah, and invisible.
It's like Pepsi
comes in-
Crystal.
It comes in transparent cans. They've got that transparent aluminum from Star Trek.
Yeah, what is it in Star Wars? Man, my Star Wars extended universe knowledge is failing me. It's like plasteel, I think is what they call it.
Oh, really? It's
Something
also
like that.
used in the new Cybertruck, and it breaks really easily.
Yeah, apparently. I love how they were like they had to put out a video on their social media like half a week later being like, here's the for real test, and then they like throw a thing against it and it like bounces off and it still looks kind of clunky and you're like, I don't know if this is
I
exactly
trust this prepared video way more than a live demonstration. Did they have any explanation for why the live one broke? Did they forget to like swap out the windows or something?
I think what they said was that it was set up wrong because they were doing the demo version and the demo version didn't actually have the prototype glass in it or something like that.
Okay,
Which
that
I
makes
totally
sense.
understand. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, we thought we had this one, but we actually, because for some other reason, we used the other type.
Yeah, it's just like a miscommunication between departments. It's like the one department is preparing the display model and the other department is setting up what's going to happen. And
So I think it was the break-proof glass, but they had it in like the prototype door, so it wasn't like held correctly because it's meant to be like anchored in a way that it won't like shatter. So it just cracked on itself. Something like that.
It's like supposed to be anchored in a way that gives it some flex or something.
Yeah, something like that, but it wasn't. So it just shattered, and it was like, well, it didn't work. Which I thought was really funny.
That is funny. That was the best part of the presentation, other than the whole aesthetic of the Cybertruck, which is amazing and beautiful. And if you don't like it, I hate you.
Yeah.
After we finish today, I want to go over dates about maybe doing the Christmases because I might have some days available.
Oh yeah, we were.
I was
about
actually thinking about that because like
we need to get that figured out.
We gotta do that soon because nobody consumes Christmas media after Christmas.
Yeah.
Once Christmas is over,
It's a hard out.
it's over.
But yeah.
I have some dates pretty soon. So,
All right. Cool.
So yeah, we got that. Anything else going on, guys, before I jump into the other games I've been playing?
I think we should
Specifically
jump
because I got
into
the
the other
VR?
games.
Okay.
Let's jump into those games.
So I dug my VR out. Well, I got it brought up by my daughters.
You pulled the
I did.
VR out from under the
No,
virtual closet.
They wanted to bring it up. They wanted to bring it up. That
You stole
older son
VR from children.
You stole
Yes, I did.
virtual reality from your non-virtual children.
exactly.
We don't know for sure they're not virtual.
Yeah,
That's true.
They don't exist. So I've talked about two of these games quite extensively in the past: Beat Saber and Skyrim VR.
Mhm.
Both absolutely joys to play. Even all of yesterday, my arms were still sore because of Beat Saber. But there's one I haven't talked about, and it got more content from the first time I played it. And that's the Kingdom Hearts VR experience.
Oh,
I had
What is
no
that?
idea that was even a thing.
Yes, a lot of people don't. It's a 100% free VR thing. And really what it is they
does that have shirtless Mickey in it?
no, it doesn't
then
have
I'm out.
shirtless Mickey in it.
I didn't know that was a real thing until somebody pointed it out. But
Yes, so and that's
there's a weird shirtless Mickey in a cutscene in one of the Kingdom Hearts.
It was at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1,
Yeah,
and then they didn't retcon it.
Does he
They
have
gave
like
a
6
story
nipples?
reason for it. No.
he should. Well, he shouldn't because he's a male. Wait, a male of species that have more than the number of nipples have like more nipples?
I think usually.
No.
Hold
I
on,
guess
let
I
me
don't
check
know.
the
I gotta
cats.
go-
Rodrigo.
I was about to say, let me give me a sec. I gotta go feel up my cat.
I know Rodrigo has that at least one tiny cat nipple on his belly.
Man, I wonder if the Twitch version is getting the audio from my stream.
No, I don't think so, but I
Are
haven't
you,
been.
are you sure? Can you check?
The Twitch version is getting whatever audio I'm getting.
Oh, because
Oh, that's
so
right.
if we were streaming directly from Discord, maybe, but you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
To do
No,
the
no,
audio. Okay.
because it's not giving the audio to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I think it can if I set it up correctly.
Yeah.
It's just doing
Maybe,
the screen
yeah.
share.
If I
Okay.
was getting game noise from Discord, it would be coming through to the stream, but I'm not hearing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like in the middle of this fucking thing, and it's like, I'm like, oh man, have I just been blasting him with World of Warcraft sounds the entire
Yeah.
podcast?
Let me
It sounds
let
like-
me
No,
maximize. Okay, you're at Rend. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rend.
Yes. Just about to pull Rend.
Rend is the dragon boy.
UBRS is really quick.
It
actually.
is. I actually, for the longest time, I thought it ended right there because I
Because
I
nobody
was
does
just
this
joining
part.
runs, and I guess they were just Jed Rend runs and not the full
Yeah.
thing.
So just to talk about this in non-World of Warcraft terms, so UBRS is a dungeon. It's actually part of Blackrock Spire dungeon, but it's like the locked upper half, and there's a lower half as well. But there's a point where you fight War Chief Ren Blackhand, who's like let's say like a mini boss, like a sub boss.
Yeah.
But he drops really good like loot, and he doesn't take that long to get to. So I think a lot of people just end up running this and fighting him.
And it's
and then
also
just
like
resetting.
a scripted event that's kind of like you fight wave after wave until you punch out your way up to Mike Tyson, and then you have to defeat him. So it feels like it could be the end of an instance. But then,
Yeah.
like when I was doing the last part
Like
of
there's
my
a huge
Onyxia-
event.
when I was doing
Yeah.
the last part of my Onyxia too, and I was like, but he didn't drop the blood. And I was like, no, we're like half done with the instance. Did you get any good
Yes.
loot?
No,
For those
No.
playing along at home, John just single-handedly killed Rend Blackhand,
War Chief Ren Blackhand.
the king of the dragon riders.
No, I got actually. So I'm gonna show off everyone my. Oh, you can't really see the screen, but I got the earlier today. What just dropped was the Eye of Rend, which is the War Chief Ren Blackhand, this dead guy right here who's face planted.
You just
So
pulled
you
out
can't
his
see
eye.
his face, but he has a sick ass eye patch.
Oh, so it's like a headpiece.
Yeah, so I got his eye patch.
Is
But
that
it's
like? Does that count as plate?
No, it's not plate. It's a itemization, Matt, in World of Warcraft Classic is they didn't really know how to make a video game, so they
Yeah. Well, that's like, and I like never play melee characters, even in vanilla. I didn't, so I don't know. Like, does armor amount on your head matter?
it only matters if you're taking damage. Like, so if you're a DPS warrior, and so you're not the guy who's the tank who's tanking the damage in fights, then you don't need it. And so you want to maximize your stats that are for doing damage. And the Eye of Rend is fucking sick as fuck. It has 2 crit on it, I think.
Is it leather? Because that would make sense in the world.
It is leather, yes. Okay. It's an eye patch, yes. It is not a plate eye patch.
It's not. Well, the other thing, like, usually when they want something to be universal, it's like, fuck it, let's just make it cloth because everybody can wear that. Even if it doesn't make sense to do that.
Well,
like,
I think
I have a badass, like, steampunk eye patch that should be, I guess, metal and glass, but it's technically cloth armor, so I can wear it as a caster. And I look through it, and it's like the targeting computer on Luke's.
Yeah, it looks
and
awesome. Those things look really cool.
It says, hey, there's the target, and it'll increase my shadow damage.
That's cool.
We're going to wipe, guys.
Don't wipe.
We are. People aren't paying attention.
So, quick summary of the...
The guy that's recording a podcast says people aren't paying attention.
quick summary of the Kingdom Hearts VR experience in about 25 words or less. It's just 3D models of scenes from different Kingdom Hearts games. And then the background goes dark and there's a whole bunch of like laser light cut scenes just in the distance that you and your characters you see by you will see, which are just scenes from the different games. Nothing's truly playable except for one of the updates added in the Olympus Coliseum scene where you're talking to Phil from Hercules and or no, wait, you're not talking to Phil. I think you hear Phil talking, but you're actually in the arena, and a couple times a Heartless comes down and you do swing a Keyblade at it, and it goes down in one hit. But I kind of wish it was fully, like, there was a bunch of fully playable stuff, but there's not at all. Just a bunch of things to watch.
Yeah, those like VR experiences just seem like basically like this property we have isn't a movie. This but we can't make a game because it would cost too much for us to make a game because that would be hard. So
yeah,
you know
what it is hey, VR is probably going to be a thing. We already have these assets here. Quick, you 3-man team, come up with some shit.
Yeah. And they always end up being. I always feel like they're really kind of just disappointing. I guess if that makes sense.
I mean, at least with the Kingdom Hearts scenes, they probably already had those 3D models doing the exact same thing in those scenes because first Kingdom Hearts was PS2, so everything was 3D.
There was a couple Star Wars VR experiences that I played that were really good, just like a way too short.
Yeah, I always feel like those just end up being, I don't know, they feel like tech demos to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they made a Danganronpa cyber VR thingy that was just a very shortened class trial that ends up with you dying.
Love me some cyber.
Yep.
So I just downloaded a program called Vorpex, which is a way to retrofit VR into non-VR games, and I'm gonna play WoW Classic in VR at some point.
honestly, that's like the dream for me because it's like one of my favorite games of all time alone. But
Yeah.
two, I think that one of the biggest strengths of World of Warcraft is the world design. Like it's just so cool and unique.
I saw
like Blizzard has good artists, like they put together a cool looking fucking game.
a couple of years ago when VR first hit, there was some dude that was just making Oculus environments using the WoW assets. Like there was some method he could like import the assets, but then he had to do a lot of like manual work to clean them up and get them VR ready. And so he just like did a bunch of the capital cities for WoW, and it was amazing just walking around Orgrimmar. Just ghost town Orgrimmar.
Here comes the wipe.
Here comes the boom.
We're all about
Kevin
to die.
James.
Ooh, now that I have better internet, I probably could play Rec Room without lag.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm worried about, and I haven't played VR in like quite a while, is all of the fans have fallen off of my graphics card. And I just have
Wait, what does that mean?
Like I just have like a little office fan pointing directly at it.
That doesn't seem like that is an ideal way to.
No. And I keep it dust free with like compressed air and stuff. But so like there have been times where I was using the computer, and if the cooling isn't sufficient, then I start seeing little artifacts on the screen.
Okay.
And I'm worried.
Yeah, that's a problem. You got to get that fixed.
Yeah, I'm just worried that if I run VR on it, it'll pull too much power, and I won't have enough cooling for it. And I can't afford a new graphics card right now.
Yeah, graphics cards are expensive.
They are. They're like the most expensive. Maybe like processors went out, but they're like one of the most expensive parts of the computer now. Everything else, the like storage and RAM, the prices have just been falling year after year, but graphics cards are just insane.
I know. I feel like when I bought like my first graphics card in like a really cool like gaming computer, like post college, like my first one I could like buy with my I have a real job now, I can buy fun stuff for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my first big expensive graphics card was like $250, $300.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you want the good graphics card? That's $700. But that's not the best one. The best one's $1,000. You're like,
it's
what
the only
fuck?
thing that they're making actual leaps and bounds technology wise on with like your average home computer now. Like,
Yeah.
we've pretty much figured out how many little bits can
How many
be
flops we're gonna
crammed
dig up?
onto a like processor chip, and they're just not as impressive every year when they roll out the new Intels or whatever. But graphics cards can still do it, and part of that is that more and more processing power has been offloaded onto the graphics card. So it's kind of like putting a miniature computer inside of your computer.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you always think like, the CPU. Like, I haven't upgraded my CPU on my laptop in forever, and it is not a problem because
Yeah.
I got a quad core. Like it's enough. Like they haven't really made graphics like faster. They made them more efficient and like faster in some ways, but I feel like the idea is if you're going to be playing a single application game, the graphics card's about as good as it can get. Like if you're going to game and stream at the same time and do a bunch of other stuff, maybe you need a better, CPU.
Yeah.
But like, the video card is where all of it's done now. So,
And the CPU, that's just kind of a trade-off between like how many cores you want, really. Like they've got it perfected to a point where you can have the fastest CPU, but you can't multitask as well. Or you can get a like multi-core CPU, and it won't be quite as fast, but it'll handle multiple applications better. But so it's just kind of like that. Well, do I want a toaster that also does bagels or just toast? And then with a graphics card, it's a lot more like, well, how good do I want the games to look? Because that still matters. Mm-hmm. It's not just about options. It's about quality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it
just
sucks because
VR,
it's so expensive now.
When you're rendering two screens, that's like... It will not surprise me if we get to a point with like PC headsets where like your motherboard and processor and RAM are offloading shit onto your graphics card, and then your graphics card is offloading shit onto like an onboard processor onto your headset. Because we might get to a point where like there's a third computer on your face that's accelerating graphics even more.
Yeah. It's just we're gonna have the 60 the what is it dodeca core, the 20 core processor. I don't know, or we're gonna whatever quantum computing. That's a thing, right?
It is, but it's not necessarily better. It's just better at different things.
Yeah, quantum computing
like,
is really weird.
If you're trying to crack into encryption, quantum computing is really good. But if you're just doing regular computer stuff, it's not necessarily better.
I forgot that go ahead.
I just barely understand quantum computing. I understand it only slightly better than I understand Bitcoin, and I don't understand Bitcoin at all.
I forgot that Audica is on PSVR now. I'm a big fan of Harmonix, the music gaming studio, and they've made Audica is a music shooting game.
Yeah, that's got the laser shooters.
Yeah. Yeah. I still wish Audio Shield was on PSVR, but I just need to come visit you because you have it and you just never played it.
I don't know if I have Audio Shield. I have Beat Saber. But I
had Audio Shield a while ago. But I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, because I think Audio Shield was one of those... It was like an indie game that sold for like $4 or something. So I probably picked it up. The other thing is my hoarder status has completely consumed my VR area, so I've got to solve that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, and that's the other thing with VR, you need to have like a dedicated space for gaming. Like
I would be interested in trying like an Oculus Go to see how that kind of measures up. Just like it is hard to imagine mainstream VR that has to connect to a computer. Like, I think if it's going to be something that everybody has, it's going to be something more like an Oculus Go. Or maybe like a Nintendo Switch strapped to your face or something.
Which already exists, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's kind of weak compared to other VR.
It is.
Yeah. I want PR.
Penis reality?
No, that's where they pee on you.
Oh. Well. You just have to
Does that exist?
You just have to be a pretend billionaire and go to Russia.
Have you seen the VR like
Oh, I thought you were gonna see have you seen the fake P tapes that
No.
There's somebody in the intelligence community whose job it is to look at fake P tapes and determine why they're fake.
No, what I was gonna say is, have you seen the VR thing where you where like you're like a tiny man and then like a giant lady picks you up and like it's like a fetish, I guess.
Oh, is it like a vor thing?
I don't think it's a vor thing. Oh, I'm gonna die.
There's also like a
Gigantism.
gigantism fetish. You're gonna
Yes.
die.
The
Sorry,
Amazon complex,
I
yeah.
was gonna die, but now I'm fine. Sorry. Yes. No. So it's like guys are just. It's just like a lady, which obviously is in like a not English speaking language accent. Like some Eastern European or I don't know wherever they're sourcing these women to make these videos from. Like the Elsa videos where they just got some foreign people to make algorithmic videos.
Those
I'm sure
were
that's
French
happening, but
Canadian, I believe.
they're always just like I'm gonna eat you up, you little man, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah. No, I've definitely never watched those every night before I go to bed.
I actually watch them to fall asleep. Like some people like to watch like ASMR videos to calm down. I like to put my VR headset on and pretend that I get eaten by a lady.
No, I actually, to fall asleep, will listen to podcasts about like death cults and serial killers and horrifying monsters, and for some reason that just puts me right out. I think it's because it's confirming all of my suspicions that the world is a horrifying, horrifying place.
Oh my god, sorry. We're doing this instance, and then it's not a way that I would prefer, but I'm not that main tank, so we're just gonna roll with it. We'll see. Sorry, guys,
Well,
I distracted because this is like we had mentioned, Matt. You had mentioned like you hadn't done that rest this instance. There's a certain part in this instance where the difficulty ramps up, and it's right here.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of really
I saw you had just killed the beast.
Yes, the beast, and then after him, it's like, oh hey, now we're gonna have you fight like a group of like 6 elites at once. So you better have your entire group on it. And every time I've run this, people have like meticulously planned every single like who's attacking which one and like what's going on. And the main tank that's doing this is just like, I'm gonna charge in, just kill some things.
Just YOLO.
Yeah, just YOLO. Okay, no, we see now he's put a moon on that guy, which means the mage is gonna turn that into a sheep. And I'm going to pick up this fire tongue.
Because moons come
really?
out at night, and you count sheep to fall asleep.
Oh, shit.
We're probably ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
Unless
think
we
we're
want to do a
getting close.
quick, like, am I the asshole or something?
Yeah, I don't have one ready, and nor can I get one. I don't know if TJ has them since he's like
I don't have one handy right now, unless you want me to grab one of yours.
I mean, if you want to grab it, yeah, it's on the dock.
Yeah.
Enough of this Canadian standoff. We're ending the episode.
Okay, that's fine.
I really made a huge.
Anyway.
I really made a huge mistake because I just realized that we're pulling packs, and I did not switch to my my off tanking gear. So now I am in my super low armor gear, and I just fucking ate up all the mana of the healer.
It sounds really annoying to switch gear.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's actually not. So I have an add-on, Matt, that's called Item Rack,
Yeah.
and then you just create like outfits basically in it, and then you just
And
click
just
a button and it
zoom.
switches between them.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
I'm probably going to get that just for swapping out trinkets, because I have specific trinkets for like battling specific enemies.
And the nice
Specific
part is you
seeing
can't.
enemies.
Yeah. And the nice part in the game is that like when you're in combat and you're fighting things, you can't switch armor, but you can switch weapons. So if you hit the button when you're in combat, it'll switch the weapons for you, and then as soon as you exit combat, it switches to the set. So it like queues it up for you even. So
Oh,
it's pretty good. It's a good add-on. I'm gonna finally get an Ixia tune so we can raid tomorrow night. Hopefully I don't get left
We'll
off the
raid
raid
Sunday.
team. Sunday night. Sorry, it's I had the day off, so it feels like.
So the website is bornofthe80s.net. You
Yes.
can find old episodes over there on Apple Podcasts. If you want to join our Discord and come hang out with us, that's YOLO420.com/bornofthe80s. Or if you want to be funny, you just go to theweednumber.com for the website. That is the weed number with the.com.
Yes, that's right.
I'm at May of May 84 on the Hell website, twitter.com. But you can also find me on twitch.tv/May of May. I'll probably be streaming some old stuff now that I got my emulator set up.
Hell
running.
yeah. And
Please
your internet's
subscribe.
better.
Yeah, it is better. It is
Sub.
better.
Oh, get that stream life on.
Exactly. Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me at matthagmusic.com, where I've recently migrated my email over to that domain, and it was a huge pain in the ass, and I hated it, and I hate technology. And you can find my stuff at youtube.com/matthagmusic, and you can find John at lemonparty.com and goatsy.cx.
I'm in there.
How'd you get a custom URL on YouTube? Don't you need at least like 50 subs for that?
It was, I think now you need like 1,000.
Okay, so
but
is something
I got
you
it
had
before they upped the requirement.
So screw you. John,
What up?
where can we find you?
I'm in hell.
Yes.
And you can talk to John about raiding in hell at YOLO420.com/born in the 80s.
It's a core that is molten for now.
Yeah.
And that's what we raid in for now.
But he is John_Danger on Twitter.com.
John_Danger on the hell website, Twitter.com. That's why I said I was in hell.
Yeah, I know.
Twitter is hell.
It is. I know, it's been
God,
nice.
this song is hell.
Yeah.
It is.
This whole
I don't know if you
podcast is
guys
hell.
want to stick
Life is
around.
hell.
I'm gonna finish this instance in about a second. We're about 3 polls away.
Well, we'll
wait,
end the
wait.
podcast, and that will be a secret bonus feature that you can only get by going to twitch.com/matthagmusic.
I feel
What?
like I should probably get on the guild Discord for this.
All right.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to
Goodbye.
Costco. I love you.
That last room though has 3 poles of trash that are really hard
There.
because there are
Oh, no.
I think there are 5 groups of 5 or 6,
Yeah.
and so you need to have CC.
I guess I've only done it like twice, and we must have had enough CC each time.
Yeah,
It wasn't really
if you've got a
problem.
hunter trapping or a mage
frost mage,
sheeping, it's fine. It's just that it gets hard. I must have missed him. Unless
You
he's
asked.
literally the entire way into Faralos. I ran his entire route.
Just
Hey, the vendor's
in
here, though.
general.
Super seller.
Oh, we're up. Okay, cool. I saw my VR on the screen.
Let's see, are there any with the Dragon Breath chili sells for a lot? Any good recipes I want? Ooh, lean wolf steak. I don't have that recipe. Guess I do now. Rexar paths quite a ways into Faralos too, if I remember.
Yeah. The zone boundary is almost like a halfway point.
I know. Rexar, where are you? Problem is, if I ask chat, someone will lie to me.
I have not had that be the case.
I guess. I mean, he has to be in Faralos, though. I ran the entire route from Stone Talon. So. I'm about to enter Faralos. And then I'm in a hearth, and then I'm going to log off, and we can start the podcast while I'm still running, because I'm literally running on a road until I run into an NPC that paths on the road. And then I'm done.
Okay.
But if you want to get on Twitch, we can get levels.
I'm already on Twitch.
Okay,
Way to
let
pay
me-
attention, John.
Yep. I'm
Well,
getting
you
levels
said
right
you
now.
were getting on Twitch. Oh, TJ's getting levels. Oh my god. There's no way I walked past him. He's just on the road. Guys, I just wanted to get this done so that after we're done, I can run UBRS and be ready for Sunday. I got all day Saturday though. Hey, Matt's playing an ad on your channel. I hope you're getting money for it.
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
No, you don't get money for ads unless you're a partner.
All right, I'm gonna have to consult the guide for Rexar's walking path. Of course, that doesn't show the Fairlost part.
All right, our balance is good.
I think he goes pretty far into Fairlost.
I'm gonna mute my PS headset. But it's a lot easier to see chat in here than it is on the stupid screen here. So I kind of want to have both.
Do it. Have both. Be a viewer. Multiple screen experience. Boost our numbers.
I am on multiple streams. I'm on both. I'm on the PC.
Oh, you meant it's easier to see in the headset?
Yes, it is. I just turned off the
Man, I don't think Rexar goes this far in.
I don't know.
sound.
The last time I found him like on the edge of Fairlost, and somebody said it was right in the middle.
Actually,
It's right in the middle. I meant almost all the way down to the place where
Like
the
they said that
path is.
the like border of the zone was his center point.
That's not accurate. I'm just gonna look at the Rexar web page and this and see what it says.
Look at the Rexar wiki, Rexarpedia.
Well, the path just shows the Fairlost part, or the non-Fairlost part. I'm never gonna get him.
No, you're doomed. What you should do is just camp on the path and wait.
I mean, I could while we record because I'm like, it's dead here. There's nobody here.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue.
Why don't you just see what the zone chat says?
I'm going to, but I'm not in the zone.
Oh, I should probably post this on Twitter.
Twitter, more like shitter.
And Discord. Discord sucks on
more
my
like
computer.
Discord.
Yeah. It is. Hang on.
How did I miss him, though?
Let me get a fifth device over here.
Okay,
Boosting those numbers.
Great. I've been invited to a group by a guild member.
Of course. Episode 375.
Okay, well, let's just record while I'm playing. This will be good because then you guys can talk more and I won't be talking over you the entire time.
Yeah, that's fine.
For
I mean,
once. God. Alright.
Okay.
So, I don't want to like backseat drive, but I do want to hear levels. So.
I don't want the backseat drive, but I will.
Well, I'm the one that's gonna have to edit it later, and if it's fucked up,
I have a tiny crossbow that shoots toothpicks.
I have a tiny something that I won't talk about on the podcast because it'll get banned.
Wiener.
how do I get anything to work on this fucking piece of shit? Okay, I think we do sound good. I should not have not trusted TJ. I apologize.
That's fine. I don't trust me
Okay,
either.
I apologize to you and your loved ones.
Don't fucking
I should
apologize
have
to me.
not mistrusted you. I can't hear what you guys are saying because I've got to go to volume mixer and turn back on Discord.
That's fine. I'll just
Now I can hear you.
flip everyone off. Hello, John.
Hi, John.
Oh, fucking A. Guys, I think I'm going to be running UBRS when we record the podcast.
We were just saying.
So this guy
You're gonna-
invited me.
You're going to end
This
up
guy-
tanking and then not paying attention to the podcast at all.
This guy invited me to join his like. so what happened is that he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot I have to talk to Rexar," and so he harped back here. And since I said I was already looking for Rexar, he invited me to a group, and now there's 3 or 4 other guild members who have joined the group, and I feel like they want to run UBRS. That's okay. That's okay. I think that I'm not going to be tanking.
Okay. Well,
because
let me
we
just
also
log
have
into my character.
holy shit, like 3 other people are joining now. It's gonna be a full good run. Guys, everyone's just like, yeah, I'll join. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh yeah, because it's 10 man. I always forget that about UBRS.
I would screen share stuff, but I'm not doing this I'm doing this from the phone again, so no.
Okay, wait. It may end. We don't have a key. Shit. Okay, one of the members has a key, so we're definitely gonna be running it.
Let's get this. Well, I don't have anything up on. Oh god damn it! I have to log into Twitter on this thing. I've got a laptop
All the way north.
and a
I must have.
laptop.
I know what happened, Matt. Is I bet I walked past him in Stone Talon.
Cool story.
So, well, I think I walked past him right at the start because I didn't like go deep enough into his little starting area.
Maybe I can.
Oh my
Shit, bother it
god,
now.
guys! Okay, so Matt, you're gonna have to host, I guess. Let's just start. Let's just start.
Yep, got this.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode, what is it, 375?
All right, try that again.
Is it 375? I forgot
It
what
is
I typed.
375.
It is 375.
Okay. Can I see that on the screen? No? Okay.